Welcome to this guided meditation. I am your host, Michelle Vandehay. I am a certified holistic life coach and trauma sensitive yoga facilitator. And I offer meditations, mindful movement, and a podcast here on YouTube. So you are welcome to subscribe and like this video, or maybe save it for later if this one resonates with you. So for today's meditation, I pulled a card from the Grace Cards from Cheryl Richardson. And the card I pulled today for us is Rest. And it says, take a mental break. A quiet mind has direct access to wisdom and insight. So we will anchor in this card with our guided meditation. So as you are ready, you may close your eyes or lower your gaze, maybe taking a moment to put your feet on the floor. Maybe you're sitting or standing. Then maybe taking some intentional inhales and exhales. So maybe inhale to your belly and exhale and let it out. Inhale into your belly. Exhale and let it out. You might continue to intentionally inhale and exhale. Maybe you let your breathing come back to its normal breathing rhythm. Wherever you're at, maybe taking a moment to briefly scan your body, see if you're noticing something, maybe in your head, maybe your forehead, maybe your jaw. See if you notice anything in your neck or your shoulders, maybe giving some gentle movements. Maybe you notice something in your back or your stomach. Might be noticing something in your hips, your knees, or your legs. If you are noticing something, you're welcome to take an inhale and inhale to that part of your body and exhale and release. Maybe releasing some of that tension. You might take another inhale to that part of your body and release and let some of that tension go. You might even make an audible exhale, almost like a sigh to let that go. As you're settling in, taking a moment, maybe thinking about not thinking, allowing any thoughts that are coming to you to float on by like clouds, allowing yourself to trust that you'll come back to those thoughts later. And then taking a moment to maybe notice your feet on the ground, the connection between you and the earth, feeling that support from the earth. And then taking a moment with this word rest. Take a mental break. A quiet mind has direct access to wisdom and insight. So maybe you're in a space right now where you're rushing. Maybe you're constantly putting out fires, or there's always something coming to you, something new, and you feel like you don't have time to even breathe, let alone rest. So maybe taking a moment now that this is your moment of rest. And that when you're allowing for moments of rest, whether it's all night, whether it's 5 minutes, whether it's 2 minutes, maybe it's 30 seconds of a pause, reminding yourself that when you take those moments of rest, when you take that pause, it allows you to open your mind up to its inner wisdom, maybe connecting with your spiritual connection, and allowing for those messages to come in, allowing for your intuition to show up, and allowing you to hear and feel that intuition and trust that intuition. So taking that moment to rest, and maybe rest is a few intentional breaths. Maybe your rest is falling asleep and taking a nap. Reminding yourself that you are worthy and deserving of rest, that rest can also be productive, that producing things is not the only way to be productive. Producing things isn't the only way to know what your next step is. And oftentimes your next step comes from those moments of rest. And then maybe as we're closing out this meditation, maybe taking a moment to ask your spiritual connection to join you, feeling that unconditional love surrounding you wherever you are, and taking a moment to ask your spiritual connection, your spiritual team, what is the message that you need to hear today? Taking a few quiet breaths, opening up to that message. And whether you receive that message now, or maybe you'll receive that message in the future, offering gratitude for whatever message you received or are about to receive. And trusting that there's nothing you need to do to receive this message. And oftentimes it is in those moments of rest, those moments of quiet that you receive that message. So if you didn't receive it now, that's okay. But sending gratitude to your spiritual connection and your spiritual team, thanking them for that message, and maybe taking a final breath in and letting it all out. Maybe one more breath in and letting it all out. Coming back to the room, maybe rubbing the tops of your legs, maybe swaying from side to side. Maybe you want to stretch. And my dog wants to come and visit as we're completing, maybe giving yourself a hug. Thank you for joining me for this guided meditation. And always remember to be gentle with yourself. You are worth it.